guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're not, welcome back. But for this video I'm just doing an unpacking of a giant box of moss that I got in the mail. For my senior thesis I'm doing a giant moss wall with a whole bunch of metal elements to it, and this was a big chunk of it, so I am starting off early. I got the moss and then I am preserving it, so this is going to be a two-part series of that process. But yeah, this is just an introduction to the moss that I got. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got a package in the mail. If you can tell, actually you can't tell, but I got a bunch of moss. The last couple of months I've been looking at different websites for moss, and the best pricing and bulk was actually live moss and then preserving it. So I got this from Tennessee Nurseries. I'm super excited about this. I got, I think, just like kind of a random assortment. I didn't specify really what I was wanting. I kind of left it up to them because these are like a nursery, but they have a lot of like landscaping plants. But this was kind of an ordeal to get. I just feel like my postmen just do not like me as they. I had these two boxes and they were supposed to be delivered, and then I never get like a knock at my door or anything saying it's there, but I did get a like notification on my phone saying, oh, we attempted delivery but was undeliverable due to like they couldn't access my front door, and they totally could. It's snowing, like it was snowing, so it's like I don't know if it's having two boxes, they just didn't want to put the effort in, but I then couldn't pick them up until the next day. But it's okay. It is moss, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I also have this large container to put all the moss in, as I'm not going to be waiting too long between taking it out and preserving it. Sorry, I don't know why I smelled it. Oh my gosh, I love moss. This is just so fun. So this looks like, I think it's called Fern Moss. So I think this is my, I bought like a terrarium kit building thing, and I'm going to assume that that's what this is, but I'm not too sure. This is so cool. Yeah, and pricing was not too bad. So I did look at a couple different websites, and there was one that was like preserved moss already. But it was pretty, originally I didn't think it was that bad. But then when you actually like look at it compared to other sites, it's definitely was not too cheap if you didn't get as much as like this store. Because I think this bag was $23 with free shipping. Because they were running like a spring sale already. So, oh my gosh, I freaking am dying. My plan for my moss wall is, it is pretty big, so I needed a good amount of square footage. So with the amount that I needed, my plan is just to preserve all of this moss and then lay it out. I do have like some sketches done of the assembly that I want, but it's definitely, I'm going to be letting the moss kind of speak for itself of what it wants to do. So this one is a lot heavier, so just the amount of moss that was in these ones, I can't even imagine how much it was. Oh, okay. One, two. Wow. And I still have another bag. So I will see you guys again. Okay, so here it all is lined up. And then what I've been doing is just going along and making sure they are all sprayed. Pete Luna is coming out saying hi. And then from here, I'm just gonna let it air out for a couple hours, and then I'm gonna be coming back to see how that's going. And then some of these, like this moss, I think I can go ahead and preserve now, but I have to do the whole cleaning process and everything like that. So stay tuned. Awesome. So yeah, that's a whole ton of moss. I'm a little overwhelmed with just the amount that I have, but it's very exciting. And I'm just living in like a world of so much green and just like cushions of moss, so that's super fun. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, a 2-part series, so the next video potentially will be the preserving process of all of this. I have gotten started on it, as this is about a week later that I'm finishing off this video. So about half the moss is preserved at this point, but I still have a ton to do because it's just the cleaning process and everything like that. But if you guys want to see that, make sure to subscribe and click the little bell to be notified. But otherwise, just giving this a like and even watching it is awesome. So thank you guys and have a good week.